What is going on, everybody? Looks like our Twitter link is still not working, right? This happened past three shows, man. I don't understand what is going
Elon must be sick of it.
what's going on, man.
Elon said we're helping the poor.
Guys, give me just a second to get this figured out. But got my main man Joe here with me. What is up, man?
Man, nothing much. Another day, another dollar. Just outside, relaxing, enjoying the fresh air.
I hear that, man. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. I don't know why Twitter's messing up so much.
So I'm in Dallas, Texas right now. So
Nice.
here,
Are you just there for like actually like the weekend or?
yeah, just came out here to visit my cousin. Have spent a minute, you know, just get ready to fire up the grill in a second. He
I
finished the
got
patio. I just noticed that.
I gotcha. I gotcha.
We're attempting to eat healthy, so we're gonna do like a seafood grill today. Like, fish, stalefish, shrimp, stuff like that.
Hey, the there sounds good to me.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna mess it up because I'm doing corn. I love corn, bro. Corn off the grill.
All right, man. Well, I guess let's jump into a little NBA first. Still trying to get this right, man. Do not understand what is going on with this thing. All right, let's let's give it a go here, guys. Um, but yeah, do a little do a little NBA first. Um, First game up, Cavs at the Pistons. Cavs are a 6.5 point favorite here. They actually opened up at looks like around actually -9. So that number has been bet down. Total of 232. Joe, I believe that you have a prop here.
Yes, I have Jared Allen over 11 and a half points. To me, this game is extreme. That line is extremely too low. Whenever I can get a center at less than 15, I look at it first. This is going to be a very close game, a lot of back and forth. Duran's line is at 16 and a half. I do think he might get there, but Allen's line is just way too low. He's had 11 field goal attempts in the past three games. So, I mean, hell, he only needs to hit half of that. And if you look at Jared Allen's game, a lot of it is in the post, in the paint type situation. Um, and he could also shoot free throws. He's a big man that can shoot free throws. That's why I like targeting Allen a lot. His double double, I tend to shy away from it just because Duran can like he's the stronger of the two. Like we've seen that back and forth. Just matchup wise and size wise, recently the Cavs have seen to change their game script. They use him a lot more in like the pick and roll or the dive to the basket. So way too many reasons to like that as a favorite prop of the day.
I like that. I like that. All
Also,
right, guys.
during is foul happy. There's some games where he can't keep his hands to himself, and Allen can knock down free throws. So he may get free throws. It's too many ways he can get the 12. So
Right. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, guys. Okay, it looks like everything is up and running now. So that's good. We got some people starting to make their way in. Um, yeah, I don't know. There's a StreamYard and Twitter. Something's been going on there, but anyway, guys. Yes, chat. Um, y'all let us know what actually games y'all want us to actually like break down. There's a bunch of games throughout a lot of different sports. We will go over anything, but y'all have to let us know what actually y'all want because we're not just going to sit here and go through the actual whole slate. So definitely in the chat, drop in and let us know what games. Um, Joe, look, there
My
you
man. J-Bo.
go. Glad to have you back, man. Glad to have you back.
My man.
Um, Next game, Clippers versus the Nets. Uh, Clippers looks like they're 12.5 point favorites, total of 213 and a half. Um, yeah, and I believe you had something here too.
I do. I have the Clippers team total over 113 and a half. Here's why. The Brooklyn Nets, I don't know what the hell they're doing, honestly. But the two things that I know is that one, their offense has been atrocious the last couple games. And then two, they're giving up points. So that usually means you would lay a double digit spread, right? But I'm not a fan of double digit spreads. The Clippers have consistently hit over 120 points. Outside of that OKC game, if you throw that game out, the Clippers average 127 points per game. So the Clippers can score. They match up well against Brooklyn. And then lately, Norman Powell has been starting to look more like Norman Powell. I expect this game to be a blowout, but I'm not willing to back a double digit spread in this situation. I just don't think a home a team at home on a Friday night, you know, Clippers traveling across the globe. I no, it's too many things that could go wrong. So just give me the team total at 114. I feel like that might cash like mid or early fourth quarter. So
Wow, I like that. Then
yeah,
may
we've been cashing out early, having a lot of no sweat winners.
right may have to sprinkle a little bit on actually there myself. Um, all right, let's go down to the T Wolves are hosting the Suns, and I believe that you have another play here.
I do. Give me the over in that game. The reason why is a little bit of more of a qualitative pick. Both of these teams today, they need wins bad. The T-Wolves don't want to fall into the play-in situation, and the Suns are like, damn it, we're an NBA team. We're finally starting to look like it. And KD has been much more aggressive from an offensive standpoint. He's been knocking down threes like no other. And KD, he doesn't really like the three-point shot. He talked about it in the past, but he's been doing it because he needs wins. He's already said that he's looking to leave the Phoenix Suns no matter what this summer, unless they make a deep playoff run. So he's giving it all he's got. Bradley Beal isn't injured, but he's the piece that doesn't fit, and the Suns look better when he's on the bench. So yeah, he's probably the most expensive bench player in the world right now, but the rotations look better. Players are getting no defense. They're starting to gel and find their offensive rhythm. So couple that with Ant-Man, his last game out, he did not look well. The reason why I didn't take the AD prop was, I mean, the KD prop, I rolled his over the last couple times. It went from 23 to 24, and now it's all the way at 26 and a half. And I'm not laying that because Devin Booker is still a guy that can drop 40 at any given moment. He hasn't done it lately. He's been more of a facilitator because they really need a point guard bad. Um, but Devin Booker is capable of dropping 40 on anybody. So I'm like, dude, the that's a lot of juice to like lay 27 and like 27 points. So the over to me, because of the desperation of both teams, historically, Ant-Man just he does well against KD. He said that KD was his favorite player before he got to the NBA. So every time those two match up, both of them are going off. They're giving it their all. Both of these teams have averaged over 115 individually, so I see this total as very low. If anything, though, if you didn't feel comfortable with 224 as a full game, the Minnesota team total at 115 is that's very attractive too. I battled with both, but then I was like, I'll just take the full game just in case Minnesota has like a off night in Minnesota and the Suns could get you there. Like there's enough offensive firepower on both sides to get this total done. So I didn't get cute. I just said, give me the full game.
I like that. I think I'm gonna have to tell you there too. Gonna have to sprinkle a little something there.
Yeah. So this is like the perfect situational ship. When I looked at the trends for this game, the Suns are 22 and 14 to the over on the road, and Minnesota is 22 and 15 to the over at home. So both of these teams are at 60% in this spot, in this spot, I guess. And
Mm,
then three out of the four head to head went over this number. So I mean, head to head, they've done well. They're
yeah,
just this situation bears well for the over for this one.
like it. Definitely like that one.
I
All right,
I also have a prop for this one. I'm sorry.
go for it, man.
Dante DiVincenzo over 11 and a half points. The last two times he's played the Suns, he's dropped 15 and 24 respectively. He's also found his rhythm, like far as in the rotation in Minnesota. So he knows when to shoot and when to score, whatever. And 11 and a half is just too low for that dude. He could hit this at four three-pointers, but he's a damn good three-point shooter. But he's also been driving to the basket lately too. So give me his 11 and a half points. Way too low.
Nice. I like it. All right, chat. Look, it looks like quite a few of y'all have actually started to actually like file actually in here. And this is when we definitely need y'all. We got a bunch of baseball games, and then we have some college basketball games. We need to know what y'all want us to go over. So drop them in the chat, guys, and then we will hit them. Because
Yeah,
go
I
ahead.
definitely agree. I definitely agree with J-Bo. All these spreads today in the NBA look extremely sharp. The only one that I would have touched was that Detroit, but when I came back to it and went from 9 to 6, I'm like, yeah, no. Like the under, like I wanted to play the over because I was like, oh, it's Friday night. Everybody gonna no. The under looks really good in that one. It's 5 out of 5 hit, but I was just like, I like the Jared Allen prop the most in that game. It's the safest play to me. Knicks
um,
Bucks.
I was about to say before we move over, do you have anything there on the Knicks and Bucks?
I do. My second favorite prop of the day is Brook Lopez over 14 and a half points. Reason why there's no Damian Lillard, he has a calf issue, blood clots in his calf. Hope he comes back all right. That's one. The Knicks historically have done well against Lopez, but that's only because Lopez didn't have the field goal attempts because he's not a focal point of the offense. But right now, he's been shooting a lot more. I think he's had like 14 or more field goal attempts in the last 3 games. That's because there's been no Dame Lillard and Giannis didn't play last game out. So this will be Giannis's first game back if he does go today. And the Bucks clearly made Brook Lopez and Gary Trent Jr. the focal point of the offense. It's essentially the backup version to Giannis and Dame is Brook Lopez and Gary Trent Jr. I do like Gary Trent Jr. a lot, but 14 points, he's a little volatile because most of his points come from the 3-point shot. And I'm not. I think he clears it, but I think Brooks is a much safer play because he can score. He can shoot the three as well, but he also can get a point, and he's still 7 damn feet tall. Like you can't
Mm-hmm.
coach that. So I think Brook Lopez is the spot that I'm aiming at.
I like it. I like it. J-Bo's asking about Bama and Duke. That game is game is actually tomorrow night. Um, man, what's like funny on that game is when that game dropped on actually FanDuel and DraftKings last night. they opened up that I don't that I should total at 166. And I immediately bet that. I sent that out as an actual max play to actually clients. Um, and within about 10 minutes of sending it out, it was up to 169 and a half. Then about 10 minutes after that, it was up to 172 and a half. Um,
Yeah, it's at
and now
174.
I was about to say, and now it's like 174, 175, depending on your book. So I had to, I'm actually not going to count that as an, like actually as a play, just because I know not actually many people were able to actually, um, they're actually not able to actually bet that. So that like was going to be a max play, but now I'm not counting it. But I do personally have that as a max play. Now I think that total is about right. You know. Also, if you if you were on the other show before everything started, I gave out Duke as an actual 3 unit play to make the final four. Um, so that is that is basically this like game. They have to win this game. So basically, as far as clients and me, we actually have them at actually minus 125 here. So I just need Duke to win here. So I'm not sure if I'm going to play anything else just because Duke on the money line I think is minus 300, and like I said, because of the future, we actually have them at a minus 125 here. So I doubt I'm going to add on. But the play that's been that do I,
So hear me out. Do you think that a hedge is appropriate in this situation? Because I just tell you blindly. So I do have the final four lined up. Do you think I should like hedge it a little bit by taking Bama and the points? Because that way I know I'm gonna cash. Like,
I
wouldn't it be
mean,
like a
I was about to say you could technically cash both
exactly?
there.
Because
So
Duke
like
just needs to win.
I was
Like,
about to say, so if you wanted to, you like can. To me, it was a standard 3 unit play.
mhm.
That's just for me. That's not enough money for me to want to hedge out of that. Um, so I'm personally not. But if you did, yeah, yes,
I
actually,
mean,
like I would take the Bama spread though, because that
yeah,
way you have a
yeah.
chance to actually win both.
Exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, dude, as long as if they cover, I can cash 2 tickets. I basically got a free Bama play because if they win, right, and I lose my Duke ticket, then I could still hit the Bama ticket. So
Yeah,
I'm thinking like, since I got 3 units on the Duke with the Final Four, I could do like 1.5 units on the Duke. I mean on the Bama spread. That way, no matter what, I profit of 1.5 units, right? Or at least I limit my loss to 1.5 if Duke loses, which I
or
don't think they will, but
or either you have the chance to, like I said, I actually like to hit both also there.
yeah, I
Play
can't lose both, but I can hit both.
the play that's been working for us, and I still might add this on, is going to be the Duke first half team total over. I think
Yeah,
it's set up. Of course, this game the total is much higher, and they are the favorites, so they've bumped it up. But it's only like I think it's around 43, um, and but actually they've still been clearing that against much slower paced teams, and now they're going against Bama, which is literally the fastest paced team,
right.
and Duke's not really going to mind that. Like like Duke is actually not a fast paced team, but they can be. Like that's
They're
not something that actually they hate. So
the thing that I like about Duke is that they're very efficient. They're a very
yeah,
efficient team because sometimes being fast paced is not enough if the ball's not going in, right?
correct.
So Duke is very, very efficient and like when they start raining threes, it's like, yeah, that total's going over.
Yeah. And that's what a lot of people have actually talked to me in the past is actually like I like send out those like plays and they're like actually like aren't you scared because their pace is actually slow and that's when it's like well no because
Mm-mm,
when actually they're
exactly.
shooting like this and but it's not just one game they've done it back to back to back to back games so like
Exactly.
you know um so yeah, that's kind of where I'm at there. I as far as the spread, I actually think the spread's about right. I think that this total now is about right. So if I had to play it, if I didn't have anything else already on it, it would be that Duke first half team total over. Switching over to baseball really quick. J-Bo is also asking about them. Guys, look, if actually there's any other games you want us to break down, go ahead and drop them now. Go ahead and drop them now.
So,
Um, Running back the Orioles money line. Yes, I am. I have them locked in at actually plus 110. Today, I think it's really a pretty even game, actually, like until you get towards the end. And as far as the bullpens, that is where, to me, the O's have a big edge here. Yesterday, the O's won. That was a blowout. I can't remember what it was, like 12-2.
12-2. Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, like as far as like bullpen arms, they didn't use like any of their like top guys. So today they like have like all of those top guys, and between the Blue Jays pen and then the O's pen, I think the O's have a pretty
Much
actually
bigger.
big advantage there. So the fact that you're giving me what I like don't even think is a coin flip game. Like I said, it's pretty coin flip
Just
throughout that first 5 innings or so. But after that, I do think the O's have uh, the actually like better team for this specific game. So yeah, definitely give me the O's. Give me them on the money line at plus 110. Um,
yeah. So just to piggyback off you, I think I'm gonna take a stab at the total, the full game total, the over though.
okay,
Both of these teams have bats like Toronto. They got a couple guys in the lineup randomly, like Vladdy. Whenever he decides to show up, he can randomly spot a home run or two. But my strategy for this one is to wait till live because I don't really expect a score in like the first. I expect the total of the game to be low in the first 5 innings, right? So when a total drops a little bit, like if it drops to like 6.5, 7, that's when I'm gonna hit the total because I do think that Baltimore has the advantage, but Baltimore has the ability to hang up a lot of runs in bunches. Like
for sure.
once they get on base, it's RBI world in my opinion. So I do think they win outright. I did drop in the money line at plus 110, but I'm also gonna hit the over like because I don't see Baltimore losing a low scoring game today. I just
No,
don't think that'll happen.
no, I would,
So
I would
if
definitely lean over here also.
yeah,
Uh,
if Toronto's gonna win, their bats are gonna have to do something. And putting up 2 runs yesterday, no. So
I mean, I have it. Let me update something real quick. Um, Looks like I have it just over 8.5. I have it at like 8.6 runs. So like just as far as numbers go, I'm not really showing anything, but the over to me definitely makes sense.
yeah,
And as far as the side too, for me, I'm not really showing a big edge as far as the numbers, but me just as far as the bullpens, just actually knowing them and knowing what had happened, there's where I'm finding the edge here, and not just as far as just a numbers play. So
okay. Yeah, I think Baltimore drops at least 6 today. That's why I'm like, if Toronto's gonna win, they're gonna have to do it with the bats. Like I just don't see this going under 8.5, but that's my strategy.
guys, as far as official baseball plays that I'd already sent out to clients, that's the only play that hasn't moved. All of the other numbers have all moved. Um, I mean, the Mets, they're, I mean, they've moved all, yeah, they've moved all the way to minus 105 in some spots now. Clients actually got them at plus 125. That's a big difference there. Uh, as, as actually like as far as on the earlier show, I did say I liked the Mets down to plus 105. So it's gone past that now. Um, so I like really wouldn't play them. And I know a lot of people are, as far as baseball, are like kind of new to it and everything. And guys, baseball, you have all these teams and they all play 162 games. That means they play a lot of games. It, baseball for me, the way I play it, is actually more of actually like a volume based. Um, so if the number's not right, like I'm not going to play that. So yes, I think the Mets win, but the Mets at plus 125 compared to minus 105, that is not the same bet though.
No, it's not.
So that's where you got to realize sometimes, as far as number, that you have just missed it and you just pass. But in like baseball though, I mean, like we're gonna lose a lot of plays. uh, but actually, it's just one of the things because as far as baseball and I'm just so into it. That there's fresh in me is actually just a higher volume sport. Like I'm gonna have multiple plays like every single day. Um, but yes, I am on the Mets, but I wouldn't say necessarily to bet them now.
I
Um,
uh I historically would have loved the Astros in this spot because this is one of the teams, like the Astros is one of the teams. Obviously, I'm from Houston, right? So I have to know what's going on in the Astros world. They usually dominate the Mets for whatever reason. And Hunter Brown is one of my favorite pitchers just because I saw him at a bar and he bought the bar out. So
oh
he
wow.
got good stock with me, man. But I haven't been keeping up with baseball, just full disclaimer, just yet, because this is the sweet spot to the NBA for me. So
Yeah. Well, thing is, as far as the Astros go, we're really trying to figure out who they're who they
gonna
are
be,
actually this like year.
yeah,
And the game yesterday, I mean, they like did win, but they did not look good. Um,
typical
and
Astros.
yeah, and and actually,
They
like as far
win
as
low scoring, ugly games. Like,
to me, where the big edge was here, and then the price, why I really liked that price was because of the bullpen. Because yesterday the Astros used actually their like top two arms. And the Astros bullpen, when you
mm,
just look at it really quick, you're like, okay, this actually bullpen's good, but it's just top heavy. Like as soon as you get past those first couple guys, they
yeah.
it drops off quick.
That's typical Astros. We
Uh,
have a very good pitcher development coach. So typically throughout the first couple games, he just does whatever. Like he lets guys throw whatever they want to throw. And then
mhm,
he tailors it during the season. And yeah, so we got a very good pitcher development coach. That's that's all I know. Like he sees things in certain people, he bring them in and tweak just little things,
uh,
and then boom, you got a Garrett Cole like pitching lights out, and then go to the Yankees. So
but that's why, yeah, there's why I like the Mets the other night is because last night the Astros used those guys. So I mean, it's tonight they're obviously not going to. Um, so yeah, just actually like as far as the bullpen, I think the Mets do have an edge there tonight. Um, so yeah, there's a reason why I like them. I played the Red Sox and the Rangers game over. I played that at actually 8.5 at pretty standard juice, and that's at either for actually like 8.5. You got to either lay a good amount of juice, or actually this actually totals 9 in some spots now. Um, so once again, that number's gone, so I really can't tell y'all really bet that. Um, Something I can do. Let's see where it's at. But the Dodgers, this is actually one of the plays that you're going to see a lot from on me. But the Dodgers' first 5 team total over. Um,
yeah,
I gave that out last night at actually over 2.5 at plus 120. Looks like you can still get a plus 114 there. And I still like that. Um, to me, this overall total is a little bit too low. And that's made this like number. I mean, actually, like a 2.5. It actually plus money here for the Dodgers and the Dodgers lineup. I almost don't even care who they're even going against.
yeah,
If you're going to give me that at plus 120, I'm gonna blind. Like I have a system. I'm not gonna say it all here, but for this season, I have a Dodgers basically system that I'm just
yep,
running and betting certain way because the Dodgers are they are really that like good this year. I mean, I know they've been good in the past, but this year really is a different type of good. Um,
So those Dodgers over was so good to me last year.
yeah.
When I lost a bet, I was like, wait, what? What do you mean?
So yeah, that's there is a play that I'm on, and like I said, it looks like at DraftKings you can still get a plus 114. So that is a play that I still like. But, all right, guys. If you have any other games, like I said, go and drop them in the chat. If not, we're gonna go ahead and create our parlay of the day. Um, so yeah, matter of fact, let's go ahead and start creating that, man.
There we go.
Parlay of the day. Um, I I like the Michigan State side, but I like the money line. It may be too juiced to to give out in this type of parlay, though.
Well, how about this? If it's two juice, do two legs. Like you do two legs as your one there. As long as you get the over plus 100, over plus one something. Because if you do, let me see. As long as you do two legs under 300, it should come out to about what is that, minus 150-ish, right? And then you add another minus 130 to it for a prop, you're right about 205-ish. Am I making that up? Let me see. Let me open up a parlay calculator.
Let me.
Three.
I'm doing. All right, yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do Michigan State money line, and I'm going to pair that with the Red Sox and Rangers over. But I'm going to do an alternate number, and I'm going to do that at seven and a half. And actually, that already gets us to a plus 151.
There you go. Now add Brooke Lopez over 14 and a half points. Still be like a minus 122.
Brooke Lopez.
You know what? Is it too late to switch that? Let me do the
No,
because I really like that Suns full game over 224 and a half. It's less juice too, so should make the odds go back higher. But J-Bo, to answer your question, no, you're not tripping about the Knicks money line. I would just never personally back the Knicks. I have a strong vendetta against them. They're on my permanent FU list because Carl Anthony Towns has blown so many parlays of mine. So I have a thing against the Knicks. They should get up in this spot, but again, you never know what's going on in their locker room. They got too many guys that don't like Thibodeau. Miles Bridges, I mean not Miles Bridges, Lord. Mikal Bridges, he's like the most calm, laid back guy in the world. And when I saw him getting in the dude face during a timeout one game, I'm like, him? Yeah, it's time for a coaching change. Like, I don't know, like he knows his X's and O's, but damn, the starters need a break at some point. Like, what good is making it to the playoffs if damn near everybody's injured? So, if you look at the Cleveland Cavaliers, what they've done was they've increased their depth of their bench by a lot, and they actually use their bench a lot. So they're going into the playoffs healthy. That is how you make a serious run. Ooh, I like that.
like it.
I like that.
So yeah, this is off of actually like FanDuel. Um, yes, Michigan State money line. Then the Red Sox alt total there at actually over 7.5 runs. And then the Suns game over 224.5 will get us a nice plus 364. Um, and guys, just actually like we've done every extra day, if this does not hit, whoever's leg does not hit, we're actually gonna buy your drinks. All you have to do, as far as on the YouTube video, you just have to comment on actually that.
That's
Um,
it.
yep. So so yeah. So hopefully we actually hit here and we all win. Um, but if not, you have a chance to still
Put a
win.
drink on us.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely as soon as the show's over, just actually go to the YouTube version and just leave a comment. You can say whatever you want to.
Right. The sky
um,
is blue.
yeah. Um, yeah, guys, it's as simple as that. Um, but yeah, I
Oh, do we
definitely
need a play of the day?
yes, we do need a play of the day. We actually have graphics now for everything, so I have to remember to actually do everything. Um, yeah, man. I don't know. What do you have anything in mind?
So my I'm okay. I'm gonna throw out three things and I'm gonna let you pick one because I feel equally confident in all three.
Okay.
The Baltimore baseball plus 110, the Jared Allen over 11 and a half points, and the Brook Lopez over 14 and a half points. I feel equally strong about all three. So I don't really know which way to go with that. I like
Let's,
DiVincenzo too. It's just that those other three I know are fairly more consistent.
uh, what was the
So the
what was
juice
the
on
Allen
those,
points?
the 11 and a half Allen points, that got bet up to 130 in the juice.
I was about to say
Uh
that's the
the book
one. That's what it is. That's the one I liked the most. Let me see. Let me shop
130.
around. Let's see if I can shop around real quick.
Yeah, Bet Online juiced it up to 130 on me. I'm like, damn it. And Brook Lopez, 14 and a half is 122. I think that one will stay because his point line is normally 11 and a half, 12 and a half. If you guys are with me earlier, I used to bet his PRAs because his PRAs used to be like 17 to, then they got ballooned up to 22. Now it's at like 27, I think. So I don't really see the value in that just because Minnesota got a bunch of big guys too. So I'm on the points.
All right, here. Let's go. Yeah, let's go here then. Let's go with the Jared Allen over 11 and a half
There you go.
points. Play of the day. And yeah, we actually just named off and actually a few other plays there. We obviously like them all. So yeah, if y'all want to play them all, uh, you definitely can. Um, guys, one other thing before we get out of here, I do have to say, um, today is the last day of this sale. It is our opening day sale, which actually yesterday was opening day, but we are running it through through actually today though, and that actually gets you 30% off, and that gets you everybody's plays. That gets you, I mean, all of my plays, and that actually gets you all, and actually that actually gets you all of the KO Locks plays. That gets you all soccer plays. That gets you all the UFC plays. It gets you all the DFS stuff, all the hockey. I mean, like everything that
Whatever you want.
yeah, I was about to say like everything our actual group covers. You get everything, and we have that priced at a honestly a very good price for everything that we actually offer here. So yeah, definitely take advantage of that there. Um,
Real quick, can I add something in right here?
for sure.
Uh, what you guys have to understand is there are a ton of plays every day. Nobody expects you to play 75 plays a day. right? We want you to pick your spots. The other thing is there's almost guaranteed somebody's on an insane hot streak, right? One thing that you're not gonna beat, like you're getting like seven really good cappers for the price of less than one. You're not gonna beat that, like finding that somewhere else. The other thing is people post recaps every day. So you get to see who's running hot. Like Footy went on like an insane, like what was it like 22 and 3 or something? Like it was something unrealistic. Like
Yeah.
this dude was time traveling or something. But I just blindly bet soccer, and it feels good to like, oh, okay, I can make a soccer play at 6 in the morning because my account has a little bit more in it because Drago went crazy in the UFC. Like, it's I don't know, it's what you guys want and need. I'm telling you, just get in there, try it out, you'll love it. So
Yeah. Yeah. There's a very good point. Yeah, this is not made for you to play every single day. This is meant to be where you have your choice. If you like a
yeah,
certain sport, if you like a certain sport or
yeah,
two, you can specifically follow them. But also, like Joe was saying, you can very easily tell who is like running well and who's not. And obviously, you should tell who is actually running well at that certain time. And actually, that's kind of the point of this whole group is that between all of us, there should be somebody like Joe's saying, somebody's usually doing like really well. Um,
yeah.
so
Fleming is really good at hockey. Like
yeah,
this dude got the most crazy props that hit, and I'm like, yeah, I have no idea what this is. I'm just gonna blindly bet it. So, but I
for
mean,
sure. All right, guys. Well, you know what? It is Friday. Where I am, it is 5:52. So it is after five. So before I get off of here, I'm gonna have to do a little cheers to actually y'all.
ah,
Um, yeah, pop it
gotta
open.
go get my bottle.
But yeah, I hope everybody's weekend was actually great. There's a lot of games on. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Everybody, cheers. But yes, with that, Joe, tell them where to find you at and take us out of here. Oh, hang on, Taters. Taters here. What's going
Yeah,
on, Tater? There he is. Got
love, love. Man,
love
you
it.
can find me. You can find me right here at Lay Off the Juice on Twitter, X, whatever you call the bird app. Um, I'm also in the MoneyBall metrics free general general plays, whatever. I just drop them in there. Like if I feel really good about a parlay, drop it in there. But on my page, you'll actually get the write-ups, why I feel a certain way that I feel. And I'll even write in my write-ups, hey, this is a gut feeling. I like this guy. He's hot, you know, whatever. Um, yeah, with that being said, do the thing.
Do the thing, man.
There it is. It's Friday, another good day. Cash out. What a great day for payday. You either win with us or watch us win. Either way, let's fucking win, baby.
Let's fucking win, guys. See ya.